Audio Jungle. It is Miss Herrera 1211 and I am back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're new here, you should consider pressing the subscribe button and giving this video a big thumbs up. Welcome back to my channel. I don't remember if I already said that or not. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, boy, do I got a story for you guys today. So, some of you may know of this story, some of you may not, but today you will know everything there is to know about me pushing my car Tulip into a ditch. Did that happen? Yes, it did. It's been a year already since that happened, and I have pictures and videos to show you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so my car's name is Tulip. That's her name. She's really cute. She's just a 2009 Toyota Yaris. She's real small. I chose the name Tulip because I love tulips. Like, I'm obsessed with tulips. So of course that had to be her name. And she has like the cutest little decals I'm sure you guys have seen. If not, I'll put in a picture. Anyways, that's my car Tulip, and I had this really bad habit of waiting until she was like on empty to pump gas. And where I work, gas so happens to be very inexpensive from anywhere else. So Tulip had been on empty for about 2 days because I trusted her that much. I would go to and from work on empty. I don't know how I did that. Now that I think of it, I'm just like, you were asking for it, Jenny. You were asking for it. Anyways, so in this particular spring day, I was like, okay, she'll make it. It's fine. And I remember I had $10 in cash. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pump in where I work, Mapton. I'm gonna pump there because I'll get more gas for the money, right? And so I remember that day Jeremiah was like, Jeremiah couldn't drive, my brother, Muffin. He couldn't drive, so he was like, can you give me a ride? So I was like, sure. And so from my house, we go to first a corner store and we get some, snacks. Then I take him across town to school, and this is where the story begins. Mind you, my car is on empty, and I'm like, at the corner store, there's a gas station, and I do not think to pump there. On the way to my brother's school, there's like 2 more gas stations, and I do not think to pump there either. I'm just going, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. And so I drop off my brother, and I'm just like, I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm like, I remember asking him, I was like, dude, do you think my car's gonna make it? Do you think Tulip's gonna make it? He was like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. Whatever. And so I was like, okay. So there I am jamming out to my music, and I get to a stoplight, a really busy intersection stoplight, and I can feel her like stopping, and I'm like turning down the music. I'm like, no, this cannot be happening. And it's a red light, and I feel her stopping, so I'm like, oh, no, I am not gonna get stuck here at this busy intersection. So while it's red, I go, which is so dumb because there was cars coming from this way and I was trying to go this way. So Tulip's like barely going, she's already stopping, and I'm like, no! I'm like yelling in my car, I'm like, no! And I remember, and there's cars coming, so they had to stop for me, so they were all honking at me, but I was like, so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me. So I'm like trying to like push with my body, like the whole car, because she's so light. So I'm trying to like push my whole body with Tulip. And so eventually I make it to like the very side of the road, and she completely stopped. I'm just like, oh no, Lord, how could this happen to me? And close to where Tulip was stopped, there's a huge there's like a pit stop a little further ahead. There's like a pit stop gas station for semi trucks. So I was like, here's Tulip and here are the trucks, like they're passing by, and I was like, oh no, I am not gonna die here, not today. And so I like get out, before a semi comes, I get out and I'm like, oh my gosh, and me, like, I am like frantic, I'm freaking out. I'm like trying to call my dad. I don't even think of like one of the first rules from driver's ed, put your car in neutral, right? I don't even think. I just turn it off completely and I try pushing her a little bit and it's not going, and I'm like trying to call my dad and I call the wrong number, and I was like, oh my gosh. And there's all these people, it's a busy intersection, people are just passing by and like, what happened, you know? And so I'm like trying to push her. She's not in neutral, she's in park, she's off. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. So I barely push her, and then I'm like, oh no no no, I am not gonna have my car crashed here. So I like do one gigantic push with all my strength, and there's like a little ditch around with all my strength, and there's like a little ditch right there, and she goes rolling down, and I'm like, no 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 no, Tulip! And she's like rolling down, and I'm like imagining the windows like shattering and everything breaking and her just crumbling. It wasn't that steep of a ditch, but I'm like, no, Tulip! And like, mind you, people are like watching, passing by. I'm just like, I cannot believe that happened, and she's in the ditch. And so I finally get my dad, and I'm like, I pushed Tulip in a ditch, and he's like, how did you do that? And I was like, and so I explained the story, and so it was like where a warehouse was at, so there was like boxes and boxes. So I went to go hide in back of those boxes because I was so embarrassed. People were stopped at this busy intersection. There was like cars lined up, and they're just like, and people were snapping about it. I was just like, oh my gosh, I wanted to hide. Eventually some men across the street got a forklift, and they were able to pull Tulip out. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see some footage.
This just happened, and I'm so embarrassed. I don't even want to be here. I'm just gonna hide behind these things.
Okay, so that's about sums up the story. It wasn't super dramatically crazy, but you know, it's a story that a lot of people like to tell or hear. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's just something that's happened to me. So Tulip and I have been through it for the long haul. So I really hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Oh, and I forgot to say, excuse me if I'm flushed and my hair's crazy. I just got back from the gym. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Until our next video, bye.